What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are at Lucas Oil Raceway here in Indianapolis. That speaker's loud. It's going to end up interrupting a lot of our video, but we're here for the final NMCA race of the year. Got the Orange ZL1, Ed's Corvette, my mom's Corvette, and my dad's L88. Weather is very good. People have been setting mile-an-hour and ET records all morning. This is the first day. This is Friday, so they're getting ready to call us. They called the class in front of us, which is NA9. Checking pressures in all the cars right now and get everything ready. Only change I made in the Camaro was add a bunch of weight to it. I might pull it out after this first round. I'm gonna actually just go up there, stage, let the other guy go, focus on launching the thing, and see what I can get out of it. If I can't, I'll go back to my old driving style with no weight in it. So we're gonna go ahead, get these things ready, get the tires checked. We'll finish them up there. We lower them up in the stage lanes, that way they're ready to go as soon as we get up there. But batteries are charged, everything's ready, so we're gonna go up and make a pass and see how they run. Alright guys, I screwed that all up, and the SD card that I used, for some reason, threw an error halfway through, well, not even halfway through my pass, before I even made a pass. And where I was sitting in the car, the way I had the camera facing, I couldn't see the red light flashing, so I thought we were good to go, but we definitely weren't. So all we got is the video from the outside of it. So I just whacked the throttle on the thing, and you can see it right here, just jump up and spin the tires. Then I thought about aborting the run, and then I thought, well, what the heck, I'll just get back in it. And it was absolutely slow. So what I did was I had 200 pounds of lead shot in the back. The car only went 138, even though I pedaled it. So I ended up taking the weight out. I had these front travel limiters on it. I had them actually set, like only that much was being used, but I had those on it to limit the travel. It was about 3 inches. Right now it's about 4.5, so I gained a little front end travel just to see if that would actually help me or not. So this time I'm going to go back out with no weight in it and launch it how I was launching it, and see if it likes the front end travel or not. If it doesn't, I'll put the travel limiters back on, then we'll go back to what we had. Then I'll probably run, I don't know, mid-70s for the weekend. My dad went a 55. He left kind of lazy, and the thing mile an hour went 145 mile an hour. So he's got the power there. And then Don G, we dynoed his car 2 days ago. We put on the dyno. And was working on it. We picked up a lot of power with him. He actually just made a pass in open comp, which I'll show you right here. He ended up going 10-17 at 134 mile an hour, which is just a little slower than his personal best, which was years ago in like very good air. So we're gonna try to get him in the 9s this weekend, but I'm gonna set this car up, check the tune-up, make sure it's what I want, and I'll make sure to get you guys an in-car video this time. Alright guys, we are making our first round qualifying. My dad and Larry are in front of us. They're actually making the final run from Norwalk's event since it rained there. I'm running against Don in the blue Chevelle. But 10:17 last pass. We took some weight out of it. He's been running a bunch of weight in it to get it to go down the racetrack, and we think we can do it without the weight. Going back to my old driving style in this thing with no weight in it, and I left the front end travel where it's at, so we'll see what that does for it. I forgot you can watch the boards as you cross the line here. That's a 971. That was a good pass. Bump steer needs a little work. I had to chase it around the track. It wasn't spinning the rear tires, but let's see what that 60 was. Woo! 153, 60 foot. 626 and 114. That tie is my best 60 foot I've ever done in this thing. Don spun in the 60. Still, he went 136.84. He spun and still went at 10:41. We'll have to pull some power out of that thing and get it down the racetrack. Alright guys, here she is. I'll get the right side out to you. This is Don's run. He just had a best mile an hour of 136.84. The thing was going 132, 133 before he brought it to us. He's still in a 1041 pedaling with a 180 60 foot. He's been a best of 149, but he's been 150s today. So we put a 150 60 foot with Don's 137 mile an hour, and he got himself a 9-second ride. The 69 Camaro, right there we go. Best 60 foot it's been a 1530. Went 626, 114 in the 8th, and then 971, 141 in the quarter. It's been 966 as its best. So we got the log out here. Yep, left on now. 61. Man, I was in the throttle early. Let's set this to 0. I zero the log so then I can go to 153 on here, 153 on here, and I can actually see what the heck's going on. So yeah, I had this old girl matted before the 60 foot, which is good. I haven't been able to do that. I haven't been able to do that in a long time. But there's 150. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but I should go inside. But there's 150 right there. I got the thing 100% throttle. Starting to roll timing back in. Let's see, we're at 22 degrees right there, so you can see my timing retard. Starting to roll power back in, and this thing loved it. Shifted at 75 both times. I don't know, I shift when I feel like it. I don't pay attention to the shift light. That was probably pretty close. I got the shift light set on 72, so this thing could be the brightest thing in the world and I wouldn't pay attention to it. But tires, I've been on these tires for a year. They're still, for those of you asking, they're actual Firestone wide ovals. They've been burnt down. Actually, this is 1 year anniversary for having this car together. We brought it here last year, threw it together in a couple days, and yeah, there's the tires. So We've been going 1 year on them. I haven't seen any cords coming out of them yet. When there's cords coming out, then they're done, but they're really working tonight. I'm gonna pull the log out of the black Corvette and see how it ran. All right, the Corvette's just running as always after I lose the ticket. She went a 153 60 foot. Actually, the Camaro beat it to 60 foot for first time ever, probably. 617 at 116 and a 954 at 144.98. It actually did go 145 earlier. Air fuel 11.8, 11.7, 11.6. This thing is way fat. I'm gonna lean this old girl out. We could go 4 jet sizes on this thing and pick up a bunch with it, I would think. So yeah, that's not bad. This thing runs 950s in the heat. This thing runs 950s in the cool air. It don't care. So maybe we'll jet this thing and see if we can't get a low 40 out of the record's a 45. And weather's pretty good, and this thing's making more power than it did when it set the record. That's it for tonight. We will pick up here in the morning. We got issues with my mom's Corvette. It's got fueling issues, we're thinking. But we're gonna figure all this out and pick up in the morning. Day 2 at the NMCA race over here at Lucas Oil. I believe we're only making 2 runs today. It rained this morning, so everything is pushed way back. It's 2:30 right now, and we haven't even made our first run yet. So we're gonna get the cars ready. We're about 4 classes away, make our first run. I know we'll go this qualifying run. I think we're supposed to get 3, but with the rain, I think we might just get this qualifying run and then round 1 tonight. So we usually make 2 videos out of these events. We'll probably just be making 1 just because we're not getting as many passes as we usually get. So get the cars ready and go make a pass. I don't know if you can see me where I got the positioned, but it's like 3 o'clock and we're going out for our first pass of the day, which nobody's fault, I guess. It just happens that way. So hopefully that means we'll be going out late tonight. When it gets cold and the weather gets real good, and track will tighten up when the sun gets off of it, and we'll be able to put down a number. Alright guys, here we go. Racing my dad's Corvette. I wanted to run Don, but he got behind me. Give this little girl as much as I can give and see what happens. The tires. I pedaled it once and it didn't hook, and I got mad, but they were wiping something off the racetrack before I made a pass, and I had to get out of the groove, and I wasn't in any of the heat of the racetrack, and I kind of got screwed. My dad went a 951 at 144. Alright guys, I made a huge mistake. I broke the throttle pedal and we welded it up, and that is what we got right there. I have no idea how well it's gonna work, but they just called the class before us. We're gonna go ahead and put the camera in this thing and make a run. We've been waiting all day. This will be our second run. Supposed to be first round, but we got 2 runs tomorrow, so we're gonna make this a exhibition pass and do first round in the morning. So we'll go ahead and finish getting this car ready, and we are going to go make a pass. This gas pedal has got to be the weirdest feeling thing ever. I'll fill you in on what actually happened and how we broke it once we get back from this pass, but the pedal's still probably warm from welding it. That's how much time we had in between making and not making this round. Guys, a little update on the throttle pedal situation from last night. Here is what we got going on. So last night I was being stupid, and well, first we checked the throttle. It wasn't getting full throttle, so this thing used to have a pedal on it with a linkage to where it would slip on the linkage and you could pull the throttle back, and it would pull the throttle back, and then you could get full throttle. You would tighten the linkage up on the firewall. Well, my dad and I both forgot that we had put a cable throttle pedal in here out of a Nova to get rid of that linkage slippage issue. So I get under here, I reach under, I yank on the pedal, and I broke this part off right here. About an hour before we were running, I had no gas pedal. I welded it once. I welded in the wrong spot. Somebody let me borrow their welder, so I broke it off again and found another guy with a welder who's better at welding than I am, and we welded it on. But because I welded on in the wrong spot before, I had bent the pedal to try to make it work, and this is what we got. I mean, the pedal's way above the brake pedal. I can't hit the pedal with my foot resting like normal. I gotta like balance it like this, and I was just on it too much and spun the tires yesterday. So we're going into first round here in probably about 2 hours or so. I'm racing Larry in the red Corvette. I'm actually quicker than Larry, so if I get the thing to 60 decent with this pedal, I should be able to get him. I'm gonna try to bend this down a little bit so I can rest my foot on the floor, because on this thing I can't just stomp it because it'll spin the tires. So I'm gonna work on this thing a little bit, then I'll pick up before we go out for round 1. All right, so I bent the pedal a little bit. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but Hank and I are out warming this old girl up. We got first round coming up here, and hopefully we'll be able to do something. Last night the pedal just felt so different. I launched it way harder than I ever do, and yeah, I'm hoping I got the pedal feeling somewhat close to what it did, and I can actually rest my foot on the floor and push on the gas pedal. So we're gonna finish warming this old girl up and get it back, get her cooled down, and get her ready for round 1. was a .006 red. You've got to be kidding me. Alright guys, I can't quite figure out how I used to put this stupid GoPro on the window and point it forward, but gotta point it at Don G right now because that's who I'm racing, and I'm hoping we got him in the camera view the whole way down the racetrack and I make a good pass, because that means Don makes a good pass. We worked very hard on that thing the last week. He came into town on I believe he got there Tuesday night, and we thrashed on it Tuesday night, Wednesday and Thursday before coming here Thursday afternoon. This will be a consolation round. My dad in the black L88 and Larry in his 68 Corvette are in the finals. I jumped the tree a little too much and went 006 red against Larry. I knew I was going to spin the tires. I'm not used to this gas pedal. I'm using it as an excuse, I guess, but it's totally different the way it's bent. I've made 2 passes with it and both times I've spun, so hopefully we'll make this a good pass against Don, and Don will make a good pass also, and we'll see if we can't get down the track and put on a show for the fans. I tried to straighten you up so you can see what was going on. I think that was it for Don. I looked at the clocks and I went a 76, and there in the first 330, Don was right next to me. That was a good pass for this thing. 976. I've probably had like a 155, 60 foot, I'm guessing. Thank you. So close. 1007. Don went a 1007 at 136.98. 162, 60 foot. On a 976.
Jeez, what he run?
1007.
Woo!
137. I'll pull off up here. Well guys, I thought Don had that 990 pass, but a 1007 and 136.98, that's his best run. To make as many changes we made to that car in the first event, come out and get his personal best with one of his, he's usually mid 1.5s, low 1.5, 60 foots, and that was a 162. So that car's got a 9-second pass in it once we get her dialed in. And the Camaro 156 60 foot, that's actually good for this thing. I can never get it to consistently go in the 1.5s, but I am learning this new stinking throttle pedal, which you've heard me complain about all second half of this video, but I'm actually very happy with that. All right guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. My dad and Larry ended up being in the finals. Larry knocked the tires off. No, Larry actually red lit and then spun, and my dad spun as soon as he saw Larry red light. He just tried to hit it with everything he had and spun the tires. So it's gonna wrap it up for this weekend. We're gonna get the fuel out of these things, get them loaded up, and get heading back home. We got a few changes to make before we go to Martin on the 8th of October. We're gonna have a race for just the fast class there. So we're gonna try to get a few changes done to the cars before then and head there. And then maybe if weather turns out to be good, we'll head out to Maryland, out to the East Coast, and everybody goes out there to pick up some power with the air. So we're gonna try to head out there if everything goes right. So here is the trophy for the winner. It's got our logo right there, fast class winner. We're losing the packaging, but that's pretty neat to see our logo on it. We sponsored the class, we get to take the trophy home, so that's pretty cool right there. We're gonna finish cleaning up here and get everything loaded up. So thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.